Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today we'll be discussing about LinkedIn for students and freelancers. This was by far one of the most requested videos, and coincidentally a few months back I gave a presentation at Bitscover about LinkedIn networking, so I still remember parts of the presentation. Also subscribe to my weekly newsletter. I'll be posting stuff about LinkedIn freelancing and stuff like that. It's pretty fun, so subscribe to it. Now, if you're a student who wants to get more research projects, who wants to collaborate with people, or if you're a freelancer who wants more clients, or if you're a freelancer who wants to partner with some other company, then LinkedIn is the right place to be in. Now, a lot of people think LinkedIn is just for jobs, right? I know a lot of people who make LinkedIn profiles just when they're applying for jobs, and that shouldn't be the case. LinkedIn is such a great platform, and even if you're a student in 11th and 12th grade, it doesn't really matter. Just go to LinkedIn, make a profile. Now, a lot of people say, hey, the internet has connected everyone. People from India can talk to people in the US, they can connect with people in Belgium, but we never really know how does that happen. LinkedIn is the perfect example for that. So if you're on LinkedIn, then you can easily reach out to someone in the US, you can easily reach out to someone in Belgium. It's that simple, and if you aren't already leveraging it, then I think you might be left behind in the race. Right, so first things first, why do people use LinkedIn? Like, there is Facebook, there is Twitter, there is Instagram. Why do people use LinkedIn? The great part about LinkedIn is that it's transparent. So whenever you visit someone's LinkedIn profile, you can see almost everything that they've done in life. Which school did they go to? Which college did they study in? Where are they working at right now? And what are the skills that they have? What are the projects they have worked on? What are the certificates they've got? What are the accomplishments? What are the media publications wherein they were featured? Things like this. So it just like once you scan a LinkedIn profile, you can build a persona inside your mind, और आपको मालूम पड़ जाता है कि वो है कौन, कहाँ से आया है, और फ्यूचर में क्या कर सकता है. So if you want to find if someone is a right fit for you, अगर समझो मैं एक digital marketer हूँ, and if I'm looking at the profile of an e-commerce site owner, then after scrolling a bit, after scanning his profile, I'll be like, okay, so this guy might need my services, and I know that I need to approach him because he runs an e-commerce site and he might need marketing services. Then I'll reach out to him. So it's that simple. It keeps things very transparent. So if you're a student who's interested in research, or if you're a student who wants to work on a project, you can go to someone's LinkedIn profile, see what they're doing right now, what company they're running, what company they're working for, what does that company do, and मतलब बिना call किए या email किए, you can just get a brief overview of what that entire person is doing, and that way you can make relevant connections, right? क्योंकि मतलब आपने सुना होगा, आपको SMSs आते हैं, right? Reduce weight, reduce this, but that's so random. Like I get SMSs saying, hey, reduce your fat. That's not relevant for me. Why? Because the person who's sending me the SMS doesn't know about me. But this is not the case with LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you can see the person's entire profile. You know where he studies, you know where he works. So if I'm trying to sell a product or a service to Intel, then I'll go and look for someone at Intel, someone from the procurement team or someone from the marketing team to whom I want to reach out to. That way, I can form relevant connections with only people whom I need to connect with. So if you're a student और आप एक project पे काम कर रहे हो और आपको एक partner चाहिए जो वो project पे काम कर रहा है, और for example अगर वो एक JavaScript का project है और you don't know JavaScript and you want to hire someone or you want to collaborate with someone who knows JavaScript. So you just go to LinkedIn. If you study at BITS Pilani, then you'll type in BITS Pilani, and then you type in something called JavaScript. So this way it will scan for all the profiles of people who study in BITS Pilani and also have JavaScript as one of their skills. This way I can identify everyone in BITS Pilani who knows JavaScript. I'll send a connection request to each one of them, and once they accept my connection request, I can DM them, I can text them, LinkedIn DMs are amazing, guys. I can just text them and say, hey, I'm working on this project, I need a JavaScript developer right now, would you be up for it? And if he says yes, then you guys patch up ASAP and you can start working on the project. Now, fun fact, I've met a lot of people on LinkedIn, like hundreds of people, and after meeting them online, I've taken that into an offline connection. So even in BITS Pilani is a huge college, and I don't know every single student over there. But if I find someone's LinkedIn profile interesting, if I see that he has crazy accomplishments, if he has some skill that I'm looking out for, then I'll quickly text him saying, hey, even I study at BITS Pilani, can we catch up soon? And then we set up a meeting and talk. So this way, without ever going out and asking everyone on the streets, कि आप क्या करते हो. Go to LinkedIn, find the relevant profile, text them, and set up a meeting. Now you might be like, Harish, okay, I can find relevant profiles. That's fine. If I want to sell something to someone, I'll find their relevant profile. What after that? So whenever you find a relevant profile, I'll give you an example. If I'm selling content writing services, then I'll find a media publishing company. For example, I'll find Times of India and I'll ask them if they have any openings over there. So what I'll do is I'll go to someone at Times of India, maybe someone from their HR team. I'll send a connection request to them, and then once I send the connection request, अगर उन्होंने accept किया, then you get access to their email address, and you have an option to directly message them. So I'll do both. I'll directly message them saying, hey, I am Harish, I have experience of more than 20 years in content writing, and these are few of the projects that I've worked on. I'll fit in a link of my portfolio or DM कर दूंगा, and I'll send a mail also क्योंकि उनका email address भी है. Then I can send a cold email saying, hey, my name is Harish, sorry for cold emailing you, these are the projects that I've worked on, I've been in the content writing field for this many years, and if you're looking for any more content writers, then please do reach out to me, my phone number, and hit send. I know the response rate might not be that great, but if you send like 50 emails, then you'll get at least one response, and that one response can be a game changer, right? Alright, so now let's talk about LinkedIn for jobs. I think LinkedIn for jobs is one of the most genuine sites for getting real jobs. I know Naukri.com has jobs, I know Monster has jobs, but LinkedIn jobs has its own charisma, I would say, because the thing is, LinkedIn is so transparent when it comes to profiles. So if a company is offering me something, if say Godrej is hiring, then I can go to Godrej's profile and view almost everything about it. Like where are their offices located, how many people are working, and when you go to a company profile, it shows you who else is working in that company. So if I go to Godrej's profile on LinkedIn, it will tell me कि 40,000 other people are also working in this company. So I can click on that link saying 40,000 other people are also working in this company and view each one of their employees' profile. So अगर मुझे जानना है कि how is the work environment in that company, then I can just go to LinkedIn, see their employees, and then text or call a few of them and be like, hey, I am trying to apply for a job over here, how is the work environment? And maybe if it's the HR person, then you can develop a relationship there and there itself. You can call them up and be like, hey, this is my experience, this is what I've been doing, how do I apply? And yeah, so LinkedIn makes things very transparent, and that's one of the reasons I like it. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, over there's no transparency, right? On Instagram, people post in front of lovely mansions and Lamborghinis, but on LinkedIn, you can actually drill down and see where they are working, kya kaam kar rahe, how many people work in that company, and even get a guesstimate of the revenue of that company. So, LinkedIn makes things transparent. I'm not saying every profile is transparent, but 99% of the profiles are real profiles of real people. Now, if you're someone who's looking for internships, then too LinkedIn is a great place to be at. I'll give you an example. We were working on chatbots, right? And we wanted to partner with some other chatbot companies. So what I did was I went to LinkedIn, I typed in chatbots, and I saw that a lot of other companies were also working on chatbot projects. So I hit one of the founders up saying, hey, you're working on this chatbot project, can we collaborate? And then we set up a meeting. So it's as simple as that. You just come to know about what project they're working in, kya project pe other companies या फिर other founders या फिर other individuals are working in, and if it's something that interests you, then you can obviously hit them up and say, hey, let's collaborate. Always make sure to hit up relevant people. Spam mat karna. It's a great platform. Don't keep spamming it, else you'll just get ghosted. You'll just get no one's gonna pay attention to your messages. Alright, so you might be asking, Harish, how do I get started? I know nothing about LinkedIn. So go to linkedin.com, make an account, and over there in your profile, put in everything that you know. Okay, मैंने बहुत लोगों का देखा है जिनका प्रोफाइल इतना सा रहता है, बहुत छोटा सा रहता है, बस स्कूल का नाम लिखा रहता है. Put in everything that you have done, even if it's some Olympiad, it's fine. Just put it. Just make sure your LinkedIn profile is comprehensive. बहुत बड़ा सा बना दो उसको so that it looks a bit credible. Put a profile picture, please. I've seen a lot of LinkedIn profiles without a profile picture. Have a really good description about yourself, ताकि जब LinkedIn में कोई search करता है तो आपका profile ऊपर आना चाहिए, SEO type का. तो put a good description of your work, of what you're doing right now, and then for each of your work experience, tell them कि आपने क्या किया था. For example, if you're the class monitor of your school, then tell them what your responsibilities were, or strategize disciplinary actions on students, or felicitate judges, something like that. Just my point is, whenever you state a work experience, uske niche pointers likhna saying what your responsibilities were, and make sure even that's quite elaborate, so that when someone looks at your profile, he comes to know what exactly you've done. Instead of just saying, hey, I was an intern, a social media intern, say what you did in that internship. Say, like, put on pointers saying what your roles and responsibilities were. Yeah, put in certificates, put in your accomplishments, even if it's a small accomplishment, totally fine. Put in accomplishments, and then there is an option for skills. So over there, you can fill in whatever skills you know. If it's JavaScript, if it's Node, if it's React, if it's SQL, if it's non-SQL, if it's MongoDB, whatever. You just put in all those skills so that whenever someone searches for that particular skill, your profile pops up and you get more opportunities from there. Alright, so now I've asked you guys to make portfolios, right? I've asked you to show your work to the world. Now, if I get a lot of DMs on Instagram saying, hey, I'm good at Illustrator, I'm good at Photoshop, I'm good at building static websites, but I'm not getting projects. I'm not getting projects on freelancing sites, I'm not getting projects on Upwork or any of those sites because like no one just wants to work with me. A good solution to this would be to use LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you can post stuff, so you can keep posting about what you're doing. Like a few days back, I posted saying, hey, we're working on WhatsApp chatbots, and I got 2-3 requests from people asking me about my services. So that was pretty cool. And just tell people about what you're doing. When I hit 1 million views on YouTube, I put it on Instagram, I put it on YouTube, and then someone contacted me saying, hey, can we partner or something? And so just keep posting. If you're making Photoshop graphics, then keep posting them on LinkedIn. Put your watermark though, keep posting them on LinkedIn, and if someone needs it, then he'll reach out to you. Also, build a huge network. I've seen that people do not send out enough connection requests. So if you're someone, if you're selling a service, then send requests to everyone in that field. The more the connections you have, the better is the chance that you'll get noticed, right? So keep sending connections. Send at least 100 connections every single day if you want to leverage LinkedIn, and that way you will build a huge network with whom you can network anytime, because more the number of connections, like LinkedIn gives you a larger access to people. So connection requests bhejte hi rehna, keep doing that. And also when you initially post, you would not get enough engagement, तो बहुत सारे likes नहीं आएंगे, Instagram नहीं है ये. A good way of building relationship is by commenting on other people's posts. So if I follow CEOs, if I follow founders, if I follow marketing people, then I would comment on their posts saying, hey, this was insightful, this is something that happened with me as well. So this way, because like remember, right, whenever someone comments on your post, you get that really good feeling, and on LinkedIn you can like check their profile also. So if I've posted something and if someone comments on it, and if I don't know him, I'll view their profile and I'll get to know about them because I can see what they've done in their life. And that way it just builds a virtual relationship that you can take forward. So yeah, keep commenting, keep engaging with other people's posts, keep liking, keep commenting. This way you can build a really good network, and then that same process reciprocates. So whenever you post something, that same person whose post you had liked previously will like your post and engage with it. And also he comes to know about your services because there are high chances he might view your profile. So keep engaging with other people's content. That is a great way. और बहुत सारे CEOs को मतलब बड़े लोगों को likes मिलते भी नहीं है, तो if you butter them up by commenting and stuff, then maybe you get some opportunities. So that's all for the LinkedIn thing, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to text me on Instagram. I mostly answer everyone, and also leave few comments. I do not answer every comment, sorry for that, but Instagram is the best place to reach out to me. So yeah, do that, and I'll see you in the next one. If you do like it, then subscribe to my weekly newsletter.